This isn't the proper intro. I'm just coming to do some baiting up. I've just walked around here and there was a whole shoal of carp, literally 6 foot from the bank, so I'm baiting up really, really close. The only thing I've got to be careful of is the swan, so I've got to get just beyond swan depth so that they can't get to it. But there's shoals of fish in and around here. There's loads of them, look. There's more here. Look. Shoals of them, look. There's a shoal there. There's a shoal there. Mark, that is an awesome Christmas jumper, by the way.
Like it?
I do, yeah. Yeah, I've definitely got jumper envy. Hinders Supreme Cream, specially made, these. Is it on? Hello and welcome to Maff UK. As you can see, we've got quite a motley crew with us this week. So starting at Ender, we've got Baz, we've got Andy, we've got Mark. Who are you again?
And nobody.
Nobody. And we've got Dave.
Nobody's friend.
As always, it's Christmas, so we start with Christmas presents. Now obviously, these two lads here have come all the way up from down south. Right? And they're very, very close to the Scottish border. In fact, probably don't come this far up at all. So it's quite dangerous for these lads to be up here because they're not used to the border, the Scottish borderlands and everything. So, but obviously because they are near Scotland, I thought I'd give them both something very Scottish orientated.
You can't unwrap that, it's very neat.
Yeah, I didn't wrap these. Absolutely not, no. Baz, I didn't forget you either, mate, so you've got that. Because you're quite posh. Right, I've got you something a bit posher, something a bit posher.
Oh, thank you,
right?
Lord.
And as usual, Dave, you've got gore. So there you go. You've got some some shortbread. just run your pillow.
Thank you very much.
But there is one more gift actually, and it's something that Dave and I we talked about whiskies and spirits and stuff like that.
Talk about that a lot.
And then we came across something which reminded us of Chris, didn't we?
What have you got?
Chocolate
Candy sushi.
So we thought, Chris, this represents you. So we thought that this would be something that is you.
Oh, have I got 2 presents?
Yeah, you have, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
You get the battery straw.
Can I pass you my rubbish, Dave? I think you've got that. I think you didn't have
I'm
it.
alright, I
You
can
might
hold
as well-
everyone's rubbish because
Yeah.
I have nothing anyway. I think it's a puzzle.
I think that's good Saturday night.
Oh, brilliant.
Well,
Thanks.
What is it?
Some gay, Mount Gay.
yeah.
Brilliant. What made you think of that, Chris?
I don't know. I'd just seen it and I just thought of it. Paul's visiting us, along with Paul's crew. Just introduce yourself again. Tyson, was it?
Yeah,
Tyson and Kylie. Nice to meet you guys. You're just having a walk around, are you? With your dad? Just having to see what's going on. I know you both fish as well, don't you? I've seen pictures with you with fish. Yeah, you're a fisher girl, aren't you? But yeah, they go quiet when the camera's on. Yeah.
I think we need a camera all the time.
Yeah. Well, although I haven't done much blogging at all since we've been here, there has been plenty a lot going on. There's plenty of carp moving around. We've seen them, we've been and baited up. We've all changed over to zigs now because they're just 1 foot off the surface. The temperature's at 8 degrees and it's not cold at all, although I have got my winter woolly on right now. Not very carpy, but hey, it's been brilliant social so far. We are coming into our second night. The lads are just chilling out. We're sorting out a takeaway for this evening. But tomorrow I'm going to focus on some fishing. I'm going to show you what's going on a bit more in detail. And I'm also going to show you now my new gift. Because I got a present earlier. I absolutely love it. To be honest with you, it's the best present I've had off him yet. Miserable git. I hate him, but I've got my present and I'm going to show you what it is now. There you go. It is a pussycat light, bivy light. What a git for getting me that. Look at it. How funny is that?
I'll show you some sort of fishing tactics earlier on, but once the rods run out, I think most of them have kind of forgotten about the fishing, to be fair. This is our winter social, and most of us, yeah, this is our winter social, and we are treating it as such. So once the rods have gone out, we have kind of lapsed into the social aspect of the vlog. Yeah, we have had a few drinkies, guys. We are treating this, I think, more as a social ride. It's definitely more social than fishing, put it that way, guys.
I know that the Coke is Coke, but what is the...
What blend of rum
brand?
you mean? What brand of rum?
Yeah.
New bivvy. Holding up very well.
Yeah.
New bivvy's holding up very well. I'm really liking it so far.
Anyway, guys, as you can see, we are a little bit tipsy, mate.
Yeah. We can see the fish. We know they're there. They're all at the far end of the bank, and we're trying absolutely everything to get them to feed. And they're not feeding. There's 6 of us on this lake. We've booked it exclusive. We've been here, this is the 3rd day, and not one of us has even had a bite. And the fish are there, staring at us, laughing at us. This is a bleeding difficult lake. And it's a hell of a challenge. I've currently a 2-foot zig, but I have baited up. Got some bottom bait, got some maize on the bottom bait, got some hinders bait right there, and we're just not teasing them yet. We just can't get them out. Don't know why, but they're there, right on the surface, or a foot below the surface, cruising up and down the far bank. They're there, and we cannot get them. So let's have another go. There's Chris feeding the swans. And Mark pretty much doing the same thing. 3 days on top of the fish and nobody's even had a bite. This is a strange place. And it's a cracking day. Carp just left the water there, right on top of my rods, right on top of my zigs. It's bosh. Let's have you boshing. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Got ourselves a bit of precision baiting going on there, and he doesn't want to spot it or anything like that, because spotting's not a good idea, and it scares them off a little bit. We don't want to scare them down to the bottom pond, so Bit of precision baiting. Let's hope it does the trick. Got to try everything. Got to try everything. Gabbling fishermen. Gabbling.
Full of a cold. We were talking carpy things, weren't we?
Yeah, we were talking carp, and now let's talk crappy.
I like your hat, Mark.
Dude, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
We had the idea before it started that we should have a friendly match and have a daft hat.
Yeah.
And whoever's winning at the time keeps the hat on.
All right.
So you can't be the winner without knowing.
I've got another hat for tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
I've got an umbrella hat for tomorrow.
Forecast rain.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go around and see if I can actually see any fishes. There's a whole shoal of fish right there. Right on Dave's baits. How on earth Dave has not managed to get one out of that water? It's unbelievable because he is right on the money. Right on the money. And there he is, our first fish. I'll say ours. You know what I mean? If I say ours, we'll share it. But to be fair, if you hadn't caught one from there, Dave, you did deserve a good hiding.
Well done, David.
It's a babby. Yeah.
Probably about 7 or 8 pounds, isn't it?
Yeah. There we go, Dav. Well done, mate. First fish of the session.
It's like a little block of ice. And the bigger in Andy's pond.
Well done, mate.
It's a start, innit?
Yeah, it is.
No skill involved, no thought.
No.
You had to get one out of there.
Yeah, well, you had
Gave it
to.
up to get your bait, weren't we?
Oh yeah.
Hey?
Everyone left my swim free, it was that good.
Purposely. Top rod.
Can we get it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First on the maggots. Whee! They looked a lot bigger than the ones we saw, didn't they?
Well done, Dav.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
No, that wasn't a real fish, was it? It was only a little tiny one, that one.
Not we're getting cold for.
No,
is it,
no,
really?
we're not really jealous or anything, are we? No, are we? Hell, no, no. Useless fish. That. Really getting into the Christmas spirit of things there with these Christmas lights. Well, we're going into our third night now, and my rods haven't moved for the third day. It's only Dave that's actually caught anything. The fish are there, we've seen them, you've seen them. Everyone's having their dinner. We're not having a takeaway tonight. Everyone's having their dinner, and then we're going to go into Party Central again and chew the cud like we do. So it's been a good social so far, really, really good. The lads are absolutely fantastic, you know. So it's good. It's been a really good social. and having it as a lake exclusive as well to us has made all the difference, I think. But yeah, it's been good. Everyone's behaving themselves as it should be. A little rowdy last night, but you know, you do, don't you? It's a social at the end of the day. No one's complained, no one's had a go at us. No, the boss has been round, had a chat with us this afternoon. Yeah, it's been alright. The fish are right above my baits, my zigs. I've got 2 zigs on and 1 bottom bait, and they're right above it. With the light we've got left, I can just see the surface of the water being disturbed on the far side of the bank. So they're right on it. Come on. F***ing things.
There we go. I don't think we need to weigh it, do we?
No, we don't. But a fish is a fish is another fish.
I think it's safe we can call it about £5, give
Yeah.
or take.
Yeah.
They're all thereabouts, Chris.
Well done, Dav.
That's £6. It's poorly for sea fish.
So it does appear that I do need a new one.
Oh, do you want an alarm update?
Yeah, go on.
My left-hand alarm works now.
What did you do?
Nothing. The middle one, the light's going off, stopped working. But my receiver works, but the light on the actual head doesn't.
Yeah, you want a set of batteries.
It's definitely they're all failing at the same time.
Yeah.
But they're at the bottom of them, and if you can flick them with a stick and they'll send your receiver off, and that's what they do, they keep them at the bottom of an aquarium.
But what he did is he packed his stuff, changed the battery in his receiver, left the receiver on his bed.
Yeah,
shut
without
off.
the receiver, you're
Right.
all you've got is a light.
Yeah. And that's the only bit that I didn't really
When
like.
you take the case off, the case has a magnet in it, and that's the on and off switch. So when the magnet
Just what do you think you're doing, Dave?
to do, you turn your sounder box on, and then on the sounder box you've got
Shut up.
you've got tone and volume. That is it. Your sensitivity,
Shut up.
magnets. I think you're on 2 mags, aren't you?
Oh, for sake!
I'm on 2.
I'm on 4. They do a 6 mag.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Do you need your waders or anything, Chris?
Has it hooked itself on the mat?
Stuck in the net. Oh, it's easier to deal with. The net had gone, where the hook had gone right through, then the net had caught in the first northern carp.
Northern PB, Chris.
Northern PB. Haven't actually weighed it, guys, but we'd probably say £5-ish.
35, 36 on the nose.
Yeah. But yeah, my first northern carp, guys.
Shoulders on
There
that.
you go.
Yeah, that's
That
gonna be a-
little chunky monkey.
And the carp's quite chunky as well.
Yeah. That's alright, isn't it, guys?
Crack it out.
Yeah. I caught this one on a chip barn over a bed of chips and gravy.
It's like a carp bream hybrid.
No, seriously, guys. 2 foot zig. Fishing in 4 foot of water on a 2 foot zig. So, yeah, so it blanks out the way. Pretty little fish, and according to the owner, this is one of the stockies that they've just recently put in. So that's the blank out the way. Let's look for something a little bit bigger next.
Well done, Chris.
Well done,
you.
Chris.
I've never blanked here.
I can't say the same, unfortunately. Well, there you go. Chris's first time here, and this is his second fish. Dave's second or third time here. This is 4th, 5th fish. I think I'm on none so far. So I am definitely being outfished. And I'm doing nothing different. Well done, Chris.
It's not landed yet.
Well, no, it's not, but I mean,
Keep it at that side.
you're still doing well.
That's all we need.
Here he comes. Well done. Well done, Chris. Proper fish.
Yeah, we're getting there now, aren't we?
Why Maff is struggling so much on here. It's easy.
Just under 18.
Oh, it's good guess.
18?
18 on the nose.
Third run, but second fish landed. And a little bit bigger this time. Not long before this, probably about an hour ago, I had a run, but unfortunately lost that one. But this one, give me a nice little fight. 18 pound on the nose. This was on the 2-foot zig, with a hair rig style zig with a bit of red foam. Give me a nice little fight. Give me a bit of a tangle as well with my other 2 rods. So I've literally got all 3 rods to sort out when this goes back. Yeah, nice fish. Got a bit of a lifted scale on this side, so I've got to put some cut care on that. But apart from that, absolutely perfect looking fish.
I thought you caught that on black pudding. Well done, Chris. Well done, mate.
Scale blue.
It doesn't even look like it's lost the scale, to be fair.
No. That's dark colours, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty fish, yeah.
Bleeding hell. This is turning out to be difficult. I've got Chris and Dave in the shallowest water catching all the fish. And I'm not doing anything different. I can't catch any. Oh well. The curse of Kellic continues for me, I guess, at this moment in time.
Dirty Persish, Harkaback, Flatten, Borton, Philip, Bunker, Barton, Perkaluma.
So my current tactics are zigs. All 3 rods are on zigs now. It has to be. That's the only thing that's producing fish. So I know I'm on them. What I've just done over my shoulder is I've overcast onto the bank. I've took my feeding pole, baiting pole out.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
I've dropped it just beyond swan depth, so my pop-up is there, fully visible for the fish that are cruising around in that alcove behind me. And I know they're there because when I was putting the baiting pole out, they were underneath it. So I can't do any more than that. They're there. I'm doing the same as everybody else who are catching, and I'm just still not catching yet. Should that continue and I still don't catch, I'm going to have to do something desperate, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it'll be yet.
I am enjoying this scene.
Still with Hindus, but that's not producing at the moment. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Got 2 days left, 2 more nights, 2 sleeps, as we say. So we'll just see how we get on. But I am very, very annoyed. Unfortunately, we're losing Barry today, and we're losing Andy. Both have commitments that popped up that's going to take them out. Mark is still over to my left, so Mark hasn't caught either. So it's just down to the 4 of us now. Tomorrow we'll be down to 3, and then that'll be it. So there we go. Oh dear, so sad, never mind. And if I can't catch fish, I'll show you my bivvy, which is doing very, very well actually. My bivvy's really, I'm liking the bivvy, really liking it, really warm. But it's not been that cold, to be fair. Come on! That bleeding southerner, Chris, coming up here stealing all our fish.
And the surprise?
Yeah.
From Ferrero?
Yeah. Well, we've got to say goodbye to Dave. 4 days in, 2 fish.
3 days in, 2 fish.
3
I
days.
missed the first night.
No, you did keep forgetting that. Yeah, 2 of the new stockies. Where are they from, them stockies?
No, they were from Rob Hales.
But yeah, there is. Yeah, they're all over my rods, but they're not taking any bait. Same. It's been the same all through the last 4 days. I'm on them, but they're just not taking it. So nothing I can do. No matter what bait I put out.
I've not even been on them.
No, and you still managed to catch them. But yeah, they've been pulled up in your corner. I got some great footage of the fish in your corner.
We realised what that was. The water level's dropped about a foot since we've got here, and because of the flow, I think they've meandered up into the shallows.
Right.
But now I'm probably even in a foot of water now. If I'm going to, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I think that's why they've moved away from me.
It is possible that there's less and less water.
Well, it is because it's gone down. My zigwigs are stuck up in the air.
Like that, stuck out of the water.
Yeah, I can see how much they've gone down. We've had a good social on.
Yeah.
You've not done as much filming as you wanted.
No.
It's because you've not felt so well.
No.
I'm still full of a cold.
Yeah, you got a cold. I've not been so well myself, so it's not been ideal, but we've still been there doing it, haven't we?
Chris Fennell's fork.
Oh, nick it. Take it.
No.
Take it.
I'm going to give him a good
Then-
fork.
And then send it in. Just send a picture of your fork.
Hostage fork.
Yeah. Well, that's what I would do. So this is now mine. So
No,
for the
I
notice.
forgot my cutlery. I always forget something. So let me. I don't know why I'm showing the camera that.
Oh, no.
Lots of viewers haven't seen a fork before.
No, probably not. No.
Because I've certainly not seen rigs like you use.
Well, anyway, Dave, it's good to see you, and
Yeah.
safe journey home, mate.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Cheers, Dave.
Yeah. Cheers, Maff.
Well, first light this morning, just as the light was coming up, I managed, my rod's ripped off. I caught a duck. It wiped out Mark's rod as well, and so it destroyed his rig. I actually thought he had one on. Gutted. Just over 24 hours left to go. I'm going to make a brew now and think about my tactics. Zigs, it's just zigs. But we watched them feeding earlier. So what I've done, I've just put some more bottom baits in. I've used Hinder's Cream Supreme. I put them on the bottom bait, so my bottom baits is the same as the baits I've been baiting up with. I'll leave that on for a few hours down in the deep water. See if they're feeding down there. I can't do any more harm because they're not taking my zigs at the moment. So I'm not moving. I normally move on the last day if I'm not having a lot of joy, but I know the fish are there. That's the thing. You know they're there. If you walk around and do a little baiting up, you can see them. You can see them underneath, just underneath the surface cruising by. So I know I'm in the right spot. And with the sun coming up today and the clear sky, if it gets on top of the water, they'll be up even more and they'll be showing a lot more too. And they're showing now, actually. I can see them now. Just surface, a little bit of surface over there, a little surfacing over there. So yeah, it's been a tough one, but we have had 4 fish out. The plural we, not me. Well, Mr. Fennell, you may have come up here and taken our carp, but I've taken your biscuits. Cheers. Shh. It's coming, don't say anything. Hi, Chris.
And then there were 3.
I know.
Oh, you filming?
Well, I was just I was just saying something on camera. You might like when you come to watch it. But I'm not going to tell you what it is now.
Yeah, so a few years ago, guys, only a couple of years ago now, there was a controversial fish caught from one of Rob L's lakes. I think it was the Monument, a fish known as Big Rig. Young lad caught it, and it was like instantly the biggest fish to get caught in the UK, wasn't it? And the controversy was it was bred to a weight in a stock pond, put in the main lake. It was caught like 3 days later, brand new record.
Yeah.
That record was disallowed because of how it was. But anyway, that's not the point I'm talking about. The little fish that me and Dave caught, you saw how kind of humpy back they were. Well, we actually found out from the lake owner, those little stockies we caught were actually the offspring of Big Rig, that controversial fish, which explains why it had a big shoulders, high back.
Yeah, yeah.
So, in years to come, them little stockies have got the DNA to then become big fish themselves.
Yeah, huge. I think, yeah, they had just the sheer shape. Now you just thought, that's going to be a monster.
Yeah.
You can just tell.
And at the time, we didn't realise, but when Alex, the lake owner, said, oh yeah, they're Big Rig's offspring, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
And I remember when Rob Hales was advertising them, and I didn't realise this is where they ended up.
Did he say they only put them in 2 places, didn't they? This is one of 2 places that they went in.
Yeah, 30 fish went into this lake, he said, and 30 fish went into the big lake behind us. So yes, so just a little, I didn't want to talk about controversy because that's not the subject. It was just to say that the little ones that we caught are Big Rig's babies. So
yeah, and for any long-time fishermen, they'll know that story, won't they? So they'll something to relate to.
Right, guys. Well, that's enough waffle for one section of video.
At least we've got something to talk about.
Yeah. Well, the video needed some content, so we might as well fill it with some waffle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've just put out a Hinders XO pop-up 12mm on a Zig. Been using the red foam like everybody else, but that doesn't seem to have worked for me over there. I'm in the right spot, it just hasn't worked for me over there. So I've changed over to an XO. I haven't got anything on bottom baits anymore at all, although I have been flirting one around on singlies. Every time I see any movement, throw one on it, but that hasn't worked. So I'm basically just zigs now, 2 foot under the surface on the far end, and that's it. That's all I can do. We know they're there. We've had the drone out earlier, which was showing us where the fish were. Well, not our drone, the bailiff brought it out, flew it around a bit, and then showed us where they were, but we were right on the money already, so we didn't really need to move anything. But it's not worked. They're not taking my bait, so I've changed one over to an XO pop-up to see if that would make a difference. I'm definitely into my last 24 hours now, and over the last 5 days nothing has come out overnight, so it's always mid-afternoon or early morning, but nothing else. Right, I'm just gonna show you this Zig on an XO. There it is, quite straightforward little setup, nothing fancy, but just going to get that a little bit closer. I've just been round again in the last 20 minutes to have a look, and they are still there, they're still shoaling. I just want to push this rod another 8 foot out towards the bank, try and get it as close to one rod length as possible, and then take it from there. That's what I'm going to do. So let's get this little devil out. This is my other short in zig. So this is only a 2-footer. Really up tight to the bank. This is what I caught the duck on this morning. So I'm going to have to go for a duck chance again, I think.
Hell of a bullet shot, that one. Yeah. That's the one.
Well, we're heading into our last night now. This is our last evening in the gazebo. Chris will have to go back to Swindon and Mark down near Bournemouth soon. In the morning we'll pack up and go. Here come, I think Chris is coming now. It's been an awesome experience fishing with these guys up here again. It's been a great place to stop. The bailiffs and everyone else have been amazing and really helped us out, and they've even had the drones out for us, and they've done everything they can to help us. If you wanted to book a venue for a few of you to do a social, this is quite a nice little place to stop, to be fair. You've got lots of facilities right on your doorstep. There's takeaways to be having if you want to eat out at some time. You've got to look for them a little bit, but overall it's been a cracking social, I would say, Chris, wouldn't you?
It has indeed.
Yeah, it's been a cracking social. We do have some shout outs to do later. One of the last breaths before we go into the evening. But yeah, no fish for me yet. Still 2 fish for Chris, but no fish for Mark. It is a shame, but it's not the end of the world. And I would happily do all this again with such great company. And I'll catch up with you in a bit. Right, first of the shout outs is going to be to Phil and Caroline from Paranormal Tech TV. Thank you very much for the presents you sent over, really appreciate it. Use some of it this weekend. Thank you very much, you guys. And I've just got myself a wee dram of Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey just to see. Obviously I'm not going to drink all that, but I'm just going to see the night out with that last night of our fishing trip. So thank you very much, you guys, and Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Right, even though we are heading fastly to the end of our session, there are a couple more shout outs we're going to do. The first one is for Chris and George. I read your comment, mate, thank you very much for that. So that's a big shout out for Chris and George, and also a little special one for Maria
Salazar.
Maria Salazar, how you doing, Maria? Always awesome comments, and Chris and Mark would like to say hello.
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 So there you go.
Salazar.
That's especially for you, that one, and for the rest of you guys that watch the videos. This isn't full of amazing fish, especially mine. He might have got a decent one.
All mine.
Yeah, and poor Mark too. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it is a social. It is about getting out and enjoying yourselves with friends, and that's exactly what I need to do when I find some. So until then, we'll just keep fishing, and I'll see you all in the morning. But thanks very much, all of you.
Tidy bye.
Au revoir.
And a Happy New Year.
Oh yeah. Happy New Decade.
Yay! Last couple hours. I had my chance last night. It ripped off last night. I struck into it. It was on. I got a couple of winds in, and it came off. I lost it. So I nearly got my fish out of this bleeding water. But got a couple hours to go, and that's it. The slow pack up has started. So fingers crossed for the last couple hours, but after 5 days of being on this lake and having the fish, like I've just seen there, right above your baits and not touching it, apart from once, then I'm not going to be holding my breath. But I ain't giving up. That's why I'm a fisherman.
Yeah, second one lost.
Oh. That's the second one lost. And
You're bloody fired.
I am so gutted right now. I am so gutted right now.
Banked it.
No, no.
Banked it.
That was so close to being the perfect ending. My bivvy's packed away. There's only my rods left out now. Just gutted. That's 2 fish I've lost on zigs. But it's the only thing that's catching, so to speak. Yeah, I'm a bit gutted, to say the least. There you go. This
Floated back, tarring that cut back, rock a lava.
Yeah. You started, so I'll finish. Right, guys, that is it. We have come to the end of this mammoth 5-day winter social at Clearwater Fisheries, way up north. Way champion. Oh no, that's the other side of the country.
other coast.
Yeah, so my first time here, and I've got to say it's been an absolutely brilliant social. First and foremost, for me, it was all about the social. The fish for me is just a bonus. I mean, the fact that I come here for my first time and smashed it up is irrelevant. But yeah, Maff was unlucky, 2 runs and both losses. Yeah, especially with an hour to go as well.
Yeah, that would have been a great ending.
But yeah, it's been an absolutely fantastic social. That's what we come here first and foremost for. And yeah, the other guys who joined us who are no longer with us, I'm sure you'll be watching this. Thanks for your company, guys. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Except for Dave.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why we bring Dave.
And I've got him a great present for next session.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Brilliant. Well, guys, it has been a pleasure. So, thanks very much.
Yeah, indeed.
And you, man.
And Mark,
Yeah,
brilliant, mate.
yeah,
Thank you.
No, brilliant. Been excellent.
And we shall see you.
Yeah, that's it. All done and dusted. Happy New Year, guys, as well.
Yeah.
Because by the time this goes out, in fact, by the time mine goes out, it'll probably be Easter.
New laptop required.
Yeah. Right, guys. Thanks for watching this. I know some of the fishing action has been a bit lacking, but that's purely down to the lack of the fish just not playing their part. You can't film what's not happening.
No.
And some of the social aspects, well, we
couldn't really film all of that, to be fair. No,
just because it was too dark.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Thank you very much for watching these videos, because we're talking to 2 cameras at the same time here.
Yeah.
And I'll see you in my next vlog, and I'll see you guys whenever I'm fishing with Maff.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Goodbye. See you, folks.